Do you see what is happening right now? The fathers are handing over the baton to us. I don't know if there's anybody here who ever trained for 4x4. According to the American team, they train for 6 months. What did they train about? Not how to win. For 6 months before Olympics, they train just for one thing: how to receive the baton. Because the person who began the race may be very good, but if the handing over of the baton there is a mistake, every race, every sweat, every energy that the first person did, we have condemned everything to zero. According to one of the Olympic runners in the US, he said, one of the things that we cringe, we pray that it will not happen, is the sound of a drop of a metal. Queen! It means that we are done. It means that we are done. We are living in 2024. Batons are being handed over. And when I look at the fathers that God gave to us, when they were like us, and that is why when I was coming this evening, I picked this book. The last book I picked before I came was this book, because in this book there is a letter of a university student called Bishop E.A.T. Saki to his friend who was also in the university called Bishop Dagwood Mills. The letter they were writing to themselves as university students. Maybe you have not read it. Let me read one for you. 29th May 1986. Dag, comma, if ever we need a baptism from heaven, it should be a baptism of zeal. The zeal of thine house has consumed me. We really need to be eaten up dry with a passionate passion. A burden that will make us uncomfortable until we see and get men saved from the blackness and the darkness into the kingdom of his dear son. This should be our waking thoughts and our sleeping dreams. We readily need the love that is blind to all the possible dangers of the mission. Love that ignores personal safety, disregards the odds, and drops sacrifice from its vocabulary. It requires no crutches. It ignores all dangers and is intolerant to idleness. Remember that the master went out at the 11th hour and he found some men still idling in the marketplace. May God help us. In this 11th hour, the church seemed to be idling. This is 1986. Hey! This is a letter written by a university student. Those of you who are university, when was the last time your friend sent such a text message to you? And the one thing about the baton change is that when you are waiting for the one bringing the baton, you begin to gauge when they're getting close. You look at the speed that the person is going and you begin to imitate the same speed. If this was the speed that our fathers began with such letters, it is not time to be laughing. No. It's time to weep. It's time to cry. I heard Bishop Dag saying that in those days, when they come to church and there's altar call, and somebody comes to work, the person will be crying because the person knows that this decision that I've taken means that me and my boyfriend, we can't continue again. Today, we want to carry the boyfriend and Jesus together, which is not possible.